We've looked at the Morpheus, which is on the Optimus. It's also on the Define. We've looked at the Forma, which is on the Optimus. It's also on the Define. We have looked at laser hair removal and the Dialaze on the Optimus. And we are going to now look at one of my favorite energy-based devices, IPL Photo Rejuvenation or Photofacial. On this type of skin type 1, 2, 3, I'd be using the 515 cutoff filter. For a darker skin type 4 or 5, I'd use the 580. Zoom in. You have the light guide. You have the xenon flash lamp, and we're going to go back now. Zoom right in here, Matt, if you can. We're going to go back to the menu on our multiple applicator Optimus. If ready, go back to the main menu. We're going to go from diode and hair removal right to photofacial. We're going to give her some nitrous oxide because photofacial kind of stings. We want her to have a comfortable experience, so she tells her friends, wow, what a great clinic. You guys are awesome. Oh, yes, it's a good thing if I plug it in. It works a lot better with electricity. And so zoom out a bit. I'll just show you how you change. You quickly take your diode, you take your 515 or your 580, and that's it. You turn it on. Come back up. Now it's going to recognize the Lumecca. It's going to go through a little self-test, check the flash lamp, and you can see now it looks kind of greenish yellowish. That's because it's a 515 cutoff filter. Okay, so how much energy? For this kind of gal, I'd start at 12 to 14 joules. And Dr. Crendel made it real simple. Go to strong cooling. You've got 2 pulse durations. If you want a short snap, you want a short pulse duration, it is going to be 1/4 of the fluence. So if you look at short, and 1/3 of that is going to be 4 milliseconds. So in short pulse mode, it's 30% of the number you have for the fluence. So let's say at 15 joules, it'd be 5 milliseconds. At 18 joules, it'd be 6 milliseconds. If you go to long pulse, it's 50% of that number. So in long, rather than 4 milliseconds, it's 6 milliseconds. So as the energy goes up, the pulse duration lengthens. And so I like on her 12 in short, which is 12 joules at 4 milliseconds. We're going to hit the ready button. And now I'm going to come in our young lady here, and you can feel free to take a puff when you don't have to, of course, unless you're a nitrous oxide addict, and go ahead. And so I put my finger on the pedal, and I'm going to do a little pulse. And I'm going to overlap. Good if I go to multiple pulse mode. And typically I do about 5 or 6 pulses. And I make sure that there's some erythema and edema, but no epidermolysis, means a blister, no vesiculation, no Nicolsi sign, which is loss of epidermis. So I do a few pulses in front of the ear, and then I wait a few minutes to make sure there's erythema and edema. I'm overlapping about 20%, so I overlap about 20% each time. And it usually takes 180 to 220 pulses to treat the entire face. The entire neck is about 80 to 90 pulses. The back of the hand's about 60 pulses. The décolleté about 100 pulses. Overlap.